Hello, welcome friends. Today I will show you how to remove the duplicate values from this SQL tables. So I'm using MS SQL and I will give you all this data for practice, and you can just practice this to get a hands on removing the duplicate values. So in this case, what you have in this example, there is one column table called context. There are four columns and certain rows are repeated. Okay, so you need to remove that repetition rows and give the unique rows. All right, so what I will do, I will first drop the tables if any exist. So I had a table, so it existed, it got dropped. Then I will create again new tables with four columns. Okay, and I will insert these values in this same column. So you don't need to worry, I will give you these details in the description box. You can copy paste and go ahead. All right, now I will see what are the values. So here these are the values in the table called contacts. There are 10 values and some values are repeated. Say for example, Kim, Hasim, Huberto. These are repeated values and we want to remove the duplicate values from this table. So we'll write queries. Basically you can do it by many ways. I will prefer it common table expression called a window function because it is quite popular and speedy function. So I will use with city as. Okay, so this is called common table expression. Here I will write sub queries. Select I will write all columns, contact IDs, first name, last name, and email. Okay, then I will use a row number function. So I will the purpose of this is to give the separate column with how many times it is repeating. Okay, so this is row number in bracket, then over. Okay, now in this over I will give them partition by. So I will basically give a partition in the sense whichever rows are repeating, I will give them the number how many times it is repeated. For example, it is Kim 1 2 3, I will give 1 2 3 name. So it is partition by. Partition by what? So I will give the reference column name, first name, last name, and email. First name, last name, and email. I will also give some order, by which order they should be fetched. So I will also give the same notation: first name, last name, email. Okay, and I will give a separate name to this column, that is row num. Okay, so that is done. And see this, I have completed this over partition. Okay, so over is done, row number is done. Now from which this data should be selected? So this data should be selected from contact table. Okay, and then parenthesis close. So in this case, you can see if you close the parenthesis, it will show the starting and ending position. So it seems like our data is correct. Now there are some red color areas which show something is not going well. So here I have to give comma, so it will give me the clean queries. Okay, so okay, right now I don't need it. All right, so this is my query. Now first I will run these sub queries and I will see what is happening. Okay, and I have selected the sub queries and it is throwing me some data with a new column, that is row number. So here row number is nothing but the indication of how many times the rows are repeated. So for example, these are Hazim, so it is 1 2. So in this case it gives us a very clear example: whatever the row numbers are more than one, we will delete it. Okay, so how we can do this? So I will use a with I will use a function called delete from city. ये जो सिटी है उसमें से कॉलम में जो टेबल है उसमें से हमें डिलीट करना है. ओके, सो आई विल यूज अ डिलीट फ्रॉम सिटी एंड आई विल गिव द फिल्टर formula where row num is greater than 1. Got it? And I will give a full semicolon. And if you want to give the clarity and readability to your code, simple copy this code and go to uh, Google it, SQL formatter, okay, and just hit the first one, so you will get this SQL formatter. It basically clean your code and give the readability. So here select MS SQL and format SQL. By default you have to just go ahead and click on this format SQL. So in the down box it will give us very beautifully written code. Basically code is the same, but the syntax is paced differently. So now you can see the what is the difference between earlier code and this code. So it gives us a very clear precise information that select contact ID, email address, row number over partition by, order by, and give the row number from context. Delete from the city where row number is 1. I will give hit query to this all code, so it shows us the 4 rows are affected. That means whatever duplicate rows will be there, it should have been deleted. Now I will check the again base column, base table, select from context, okay, and I will enter control E. There is a shortcut key. Okay, so in the original table now we can see like duplicate rows are deleted. So this is the simple ways to remove the duplicate columns from this table. Again I will repeat it. So first we did, we dropped one table, created one table, enter some values, and we have created with common expression table with city as in bracket a, in between these two bracket we have given the code like a select 4 columns, then we use the row number, it will be shown by pink color, then over means we are creating partitions, order by as the row number to create the new column, okay, row number, and from the contact. So this will give us the identify queries, and we will delete wherever the column number is 1. So this is a beautifully expression of city, using city how we can remove the duplicate. So I hope you would have liked this video. If you like, feel free to post your another solution if anything is better than this. Thank you very much for watching this video.